Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at Shiba Inu, seeing what's going on, helping you understand the best practice and big picture for situations like this when we retest a key level, resistance, turns support, turns resistance, right? So this was a level we got to recognize in the past has had some difficulty crossing multiple times. Therefore, it will be difficult to cross it the first time as well, right? So we got to understand that rejection is quite normal, and also the condition of the market factors in as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But not by any stretch does this mean it's going to drop like a rock because of this. It's going to just really just tell us it's a closure above or below certain levels here today will be very important. Okay, so again, just noting that that is an obvious point of contention there, the level of roughly 850. Okay, so we're at about 840 right now, trending nicely. We'll see if this is going to continue. And if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you had have a good learning experience. And if you want to become part of something better, jumping over to our free Discord. We got some awesome stuff over here. Really cool educational content too. I talked, daily about my, the crypto trading cheat sheet here for Bitcoin dominance. Right now we're in a situation where Bitcoin's dominance is down and the Bitcoin price is up. So, for lack of better terms, we're seeing some increase in some altcoins here today, and we can see that pretty clear when Bitcoin surges back. We get some type of movement from the market. And again, it's mainly because the market dumped 6 days ago really hard, and it takes a little while for that average to continue. So if you bought some dips here recently like we did, we've taken some nice little profits. That's fantastic. Again, congrats to our community members for Ethereum Classic, 13% there, and a Bitcoin of about 12%. That's just profit target 1, 2, and 3 are much larger, but we take a decent amount in our first couple of positions. So again, those are fully automated, available through our premium membership. Link down below for that if you're considering. We actually do have a summer sale going on right now for both premium and premium plus. That said, taking a look here at Shiba Inu. What we want to do is kind of discuss a few things. First of all, when we look at the main structure here, we can see there's two things that are glaringly obvious here. This is a positive sign for me. Anytime we see a convergence for the first time on stochastic RSI, I kind of just avoid it. In other words, I don't even bother with it. However, when you see a second one, it really tells you that that second push is warranted and likely going to continue. Okay, so again, anytime you see like a double convergence / divergence, the momentum in that direction should continue, and it seems much more impactful than the first, especially on the daily. So again, we had this first little try, the recovery, the fail, and now the recovery again. I'm speculating Shiba Inu is going to do fairly well here moving forward. That being said, we don't want to take just one indicator. We want to add a bunch of different indicators and kind of see where we're at. When we take a look at the MACD here, we're starting to swing positively. This isn't a full-on convergence here, but it is starting to dissipate. In other words, the momentum, that oscillator here is kind of letting us know that there's a shift in momentum and we're starting to move in the right direction. While we haven't converged fully, it does feel like that's on the horizon. We can also see RSI is getting closer towards 50. Being back up over 50 would be a very good sign here for us. Okay, so again, we're not quite there yet, but we're looking positive in that regard. We can see here we're tentatively getting rejected by the 50-day SMA. The 20 and the 200 are lagging behind, but the 50 is a common trend setter on the daily. So I'd recommend waiting for a candlestick closure above that level, but it does feel very likely that Shiba Inu is going to continue here at this point. Keep in mind, we got to understand that if Bitcoin fails miserably in the next couple of days, we'll see something similar. Because again, if you take a look at Bitcoin's behavior, we see this power of 3 where the price action is continuing higher. But the bottom line here is that Bitcoin's gone sideways, down, and then up, where Shiba Inu's gone up, down, and then up again. Okay, so it's not falling 100%, but when Bitcoin comes down, Shiba Inu does as well. Okay? But keep this in mind, this lower point here for Bitcoin wasn't quite as low as previous. So that's a very positive sign here for Shiba Inu. All right, so let's take a look at the 4 hour and see what's going on. The 4 hour time frame does tell us, once again, we're seeing that resistance level there at 850. We can see, of course, roughly we're above 50 on the RSI for the moment. That's a positive sign. We did recently continue our convergence on the MACD. So we never diverged officially. So looking positive there. And if we see the moving averages, we're coming up to test the 50 as well. So we could get an initial rejection, like I said. But again, probability of retesting this level for maybe a small cup and handle could very well work out. Okay, so we're still a little early in that sense, but I think at this point we're looking fairly favorable for continuation to the upside. Once again, we are moving into a resistance level, but we're above this key level resistance at 820 on Fibonacci, so that's a positive sign too. That said, let's go ahead and take a look at the hourly and kind of wrap this up here for us. Ichimoku cloud, where it broke above the cloud, conversion lines above the baseline, and lagging spans free and clear. So this is a very tried and true, beneficial confirming factor, letting us know we're on the right side of the tracks there. In fact, we came up, broke through that little resistance level, bounced off of it as a support, and we're continuing higher. So there's full-on confirmation there, letting us know We're on the right side of the tracks. We're not overextended by any stretch. We came up to a 9 here recently, but the pullback bounced off that key level support. In other words, you see this most recent high turned into the most recent low. That's effectively how it works. You break through that little resistance level, come back to retest it, and continue higher. So the likelihood of the price doing the same thing here is also quite great. So if we do break through that level, expect it to come back down, bounce off this level guy here, and continue upwards. Again, most of this is contingent on Bitcoin doing well, because if you take a look here, Bitcoin came down, Shiba Inu came down. Bitcoin goes up, Shiba Inu goes up, and Bitcoin continues, right? So again, good stuff here moving forward with this guy. But you do got to recognize that Bitcoin does start to ride the struggle bus here soon. Then we'll see the same thing for Shiba Inu. Okay, but the key takeaway here is that we have, this is tentative, but we have officially broken through this key level resistance here. So if you can see, the previous resistance had some difficulty crossing that level, came back up to retest it and broke through. So you could even argue this is a cup and handle pattern too, right? So you see that pattern happen a lot in trading, and the reason why is because our key level resistances where the bears like, nope, price isn't going to cross this plane. Once it does, they flip to bullish, and then that new previous resistance turns into a support level. It doesn't always work out that way, but more often than not, it will. It's just a pattern that continues to happen, and mainly because it's a mindset that occurs at certain levels where you continue to stay at this price point for so long, it turns into an oversold and becomes overbought, and there's that whole transition. That's why RSI is helpful to kind of communicate that to us as well. So simply put here, Shiba Inu is definitely poised to continue higher. Again, with the disclosure or disclaimer that Bitcoin has to sustain its current price point at 26,300, 400 or higher in order for Shiba Inu to continue. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's a big part of this situation here. Bitcoin drops below 26,000 again, you can expect Shiba Inu to retest this lower level at 720 to 760. Okay, so it could drop almost 13% if Bitcoin retests those levels. Again, Bitcoin was at 25,300 when Shiba Inu came down to 760. So I wouldn't expect Shiba Inu to just drop like a rock. It's going to take a lot of volume to get past that level. And if you want, you should probably watch my Bitcoin video and understand specifically there's a lot of whale activity in the last 24 hours, and they're protecting that 26,000 price point pretty hard. So that leads me to believe that Bitcoin's going to continue higher, and Shiba Inu should follow suit. I hope that makes sense for you, and I explain this correctly, and I hope that you learned something here today. Again, help us grow our Discord, our Twitter, and of course our Telegram. All links down below. Really cool stuff there. We've got some awesome, fun stuff as well, but mainly informative things to help you out. And I just love interacting with our communities here. So awesome stuff. Thanks again for everyone who's making this a great place to be. Thanks again to my members over on Discord for jumping on in there and educating some newer members, and just really awesome experience. Thank you so much. I'll look forward to working with you. Have yourself a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.